Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here. I'm here this morning because I wanted to make you another video, which is what I said I was going to do in yesterday's video when I told you that I had been released from the hospital. So I can show you here, right here is the bandage for the lumpectomy, and if you go a little bit farther, you've got the bandage of where they they said 4 lymph nodes. And you got here, I took off the bandage where they had put the cannula on me, and I would like to say that it hurt a lot. I couldn't really make a video in the hospital because they have a policy of you're not allowed to take pictures in the hospital. And since if I was just an ordinary patient, they wouldn't have allowed it, but I'm not sure anything would be done. But because I work in the hospital, I knew not to dare do anything like that. So I waited until I got home to make the video, just to make sure that there's not any conflict of interest. So even though I only have 16 subscribers, so I certainly can't get monetized with 16 subscribers. But basically, yesterday, whenever I had the operation, they said that I had problems breathing. And the problem is that I was laying on my back. And obviously there's something going on now, as you can tell when I'm making this video. Excuse me. But the thing is normally when I'm sleeping, I lay on my side. And the reason why I lay on my side, because it hurts if I lay on my back. And even when I was a lot smaller than I am now, it hurt when I lay on the back. And another thing is, the doctor told me that I have to wear my bra, because I think that if I didn't wear a bra, then it would affect the scar, affect the stitching, and affect the scar. So I have to wear, I've decided I'm going to wear a bra 24/7 until my next appointment, which is going to be in a month's time. The purpose of this video really is, in this video, I'm asking you the question, and I'm posing the question, did the deep state cause my cancer? And the reason why is, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I've said that my cancer was caused by stress and trauma, which is what I believe caused it. And but basically, whenever I was being harassed out of my job at Foster Wheeler, and I was run out of the company, I knew I was being gang stalked. I knew that. I didn't know who was behind it. I didn't find out that Foster Wheeler was behind it towards the very end. But while I was writing letters, I wrote letters to maybe the United States Air Force. I don't recall if I did, but I think I did. And the CIA, the FBI, and the NSA, asking for my papers, asking for the information that they have on me. And on one of those, it wasn't the FBI, but on one of those organizations that I wrote to, and maybe it was even the United States Air Force or the NSA or the CIA, but it could have been one of those three. I don't recall, because it was 11 years ago, more than that really. It was 12 years ago. And I asked for my papers, because you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to ask for the file of papers that they hold on you. And all three of those organizations, or all four really, refused to give me the file of papers that they have on me, because they can refuse to give that information to you if it's a matter of national interest. And so one of those organizations, it was either the CIA, the NSA, and I think even the USAF. I think maybe it was the USAF, but one of those organizations said that, wrote me a letter, and it was on blank paper. It didn't have any heading or anything like that. They wrote me a letter, and they said that they were refusing to give me the file of papers that they have on me, the information that they hold on me, because my name is in a classified file. So basically, they said that when they typed my name into the search engine, my name was in a classified file. So basically, whatever information the United States government holds on me is classified. And that's why they won't tell me what information that they have on me. I sort of have an idea about something that it might be about, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video, because if I survive, I will be making videos about all of my traumatic experiences, because my traumatic experiences have made me the person that I am today. And in addition to that, that I believe that my traumatic experiences caused my cancer. Well, excuse me for this. I do apologize. Well, the thing is that, you know, whenever I'm watching YouTube videos about people who have cancer, all the people are really positive. Only one person that I know of had a pity party. But all of the people are really positive and saying, oh, I'm going to beat this. I've got so much to live for, blah, 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 blah. But you don't hardly ever see any videos about somebody who's had cancer. And it says, well, I got cancer because of my traumatic experiences. And so I'm one person that you're going to meet on YouTube who got cancer because of their traumatic experiences. So the United States government is not revealing what they know about me, because I am in a classified file. I'm classified. Here I am living in the UK destitute, but the US government is classified. My information that the US government holds on me is classified. And the thing is that one thing that the US government has had to apologize for in the past is their MK Ultra program. And I was born in 1961, so I don't know if I'm part of their MK Ultra program or part of another program. And that's why I'm just asking about the deep state, because the deep state could be, definitely is America, because they won't give me the file of papers they hold on me. But the UK probably has got information on, well, I know they do because I wrote them a letter, but the UK probably has classified information on me too, because the US and the UK are really close. Up until just recently, they were really close. They were like best friends, you know. And so you know that they share information with each other. And so I don't know what covert operations the UK engages in. I don't know if the UK has an MK Ultra type program, but I do know that the US has an MK Ultra type program. And I'm assuming that since the UK and the UK and the US used to be anyway best friends, they share information. So I don't know what program I'm in. I'm in a classified program. I don't know what program I'm in, but I was in America and the UK. So the UK and America, being best friends, they probably shared information about me. Even told my boyfriend, I said that the deep state, you know, I was telling him about the USA doing all this stuff to me. And my boyfriend says, yeah, in the UK too. And even my boyfriend, because he's English, even he thinks that the UK is in it with the US. But yeah, I'm part of a classified program, which they won't tell me about. You know, and I'm not one of these people, because you have this one guy, Stuart Swerdlow, makes videos about how he was part of Project Montauk, and some people say it's not true, he never was. And there was another man who said that he was in Area 51, I think it was, or Las Vegas, or Nevada. And I don't even remember his name. And he would get up and he would give speeches saying that he was part of a top secret program, and that he'd lost an arm or a thumb or a hand or something being shot. I think he's died, but some people are saying that he wasn't. So Stuart Swerdlow definitely says he was part of Project Montauk. And this other guy, whose name I don't recall, said he was like part of, I think, Area 51, working with aliens. And of course, the U.S. government says, no, that never happened. And so I don't know if it ever happened. I don't know if they're just making it up. But I do know that the U.S. government refuses to give me the information that they hold on me, because I'm part of a classified file. When they type in my name, it's classified. So they refuse to give me the information. So I'm assuming, because I've had so many traumatic experiences, that it's probably some type of MK Ultra type program that they had me in, because I was a perfect person for them to harm, because I come from a dysfunctional family. My mother didn't want children. My dad didn't want children. Oh yeah, when they were older. Yeah, when they were older, they wanted children. But when we were babies, no, babies, and when we depended on them for our very survival, no, they didn't want children. It was only when we grew up and they felt that they didn't have any responsibility towards us anymore that they decided that they wanted children. But when we needed them, they didn't want children. And we were passed around from home to home for people to take care of us. And then during the military, I was not treated very well in the military. I got married, and I'm not going to talk about that marriage in this video, but I got married, and he was horrible. He was a horrible man, and he did some horrible things to me. And but I'm not going to discuss that in this video. And then I married a second time because I felt like I needed to get married, which I can't talk about that in this video either. But he was really nasty, and he turned out, not only was he a nasty person, he turned out to be an offender, which I can't really talk about in this video because I don't want to get kicked off YouTube. And then I've been living in the UK for 30 years now, and I had other boyfriends, and I had other jobs. But the job that I thought I was going to retire in was Foster Wheeler, and they weren't nice either. So I'm going to make another video about Foster Wheeler. And then I don't want to make any more videos about Foster Wheeler, because in this video, I'm going to make another video about Foster Wheeler, but I don't want to talk about Foster Wheeler in this video, because I'm going to make a whole video on Foster Wheeler. I've got lots of videos on Foster Wheeler. But, so, we'll leave it there. And then I was given a diagnosis of a mental illness, and I wasn't listened to. I wasn't taken seriously. And so that's what the UK government has done to me. The UK government has given me a diagnosis of a mental illness. So I'm not listened to. I'm not taken seriously. And I'm sure the U.S. government just loves that too, because they don't have to hand over their file of papers that they have on me, and they can just say that I'm crazy too. So you've got the U.S. government and the U.K. government say I'm crazy. So I just consider that the U.S. government and the U.K. government, I just consider them to be deep state. I know more about the U.S. government than I do the U.K. government, but I just consider them deep state. And I think all of the traumatic experiences that I've had are related to my cancer, caused my cancer. And the question that you have to ask yourself is, how much of this did the U.S. and the U.K. government allow to happen? And I don't know what's going to happen with my cancer diagnosis. I have another appointment in a month. I just have to be really careful and wear a bra 24/7 until my next appointment and let my scars heal. And because I think that he told me to be sure and wear a bra, which I thought was a bit unusual because normally they say don't wear a bra, but he told me to wear a bra because he knows I'm big up there. But I don't know how much of this the UK and the US government allowed to happen, how much of it they allowed to go on. And, but I do know that I consider the US and the UK governments to be deep state. And I do think that the deep state caused my cancer, all these traumatic experiences. And I will be making more videos about it in the future, talking about all my traumatic experiences. And we'll just see how it goes. So thank you for watching my video. I'm making the video in the kitchen today because I need to get some water, because yesterday they said that I had breathing difficulties when they gave me the operation. They want me to take an inhaler too, which I don't want to. And they gave me some narcotics to take for the pain, but I'm just trying not to take them. I'm just trying to be real careful. So thank you again for watching this video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. And I will be making another video for you about Foster Wheeler soon.